Alright, today we're doing a request from the comments, and this wasn't a specific team. Oftentimes people will suggest entire squads. This was just for a single pet, and it is Raccoon. So Raccoon actually had a cameo appearance in the video the other day, and I guess that inspired this particular commenter to ask for some more Raccoon teams. Now we're picking this game up on turn 9 because we're going to look at two different games in this video. One of them at least runs very late. I can't remember if both of them do. But in order to keep the length of it manageable, I'm going to have to skip ahead a bit. So there was a Raccoon build that I had in my mind a while back that I tried to record, but it didn't work. So it was to do with Real Velociraptor. And the interaction that I was expecting, it was something to do with the Raccoon stealing something and potentially triggering the Real Velo. It didn't work, and so it never made it into a video. So I had to try and come up with something different for Raccoon. And what we're going to do today is try and combo it with Good Dog. So Good Dog is one of my least taken pets for obvious reasons. You need to get a specific food item from a toy. So here we get the questing beast, and we need the Holy Grail. If you get the Holy Grail, you can convert a bad dog into a good dog. And this is obviously kind of a laborious process to go through if you need a good dog for your build. I have done some good dog videos in the past. I'll try and link them in the description. But yeah, it is kind of awkward. And it's obviously nowhere near as broken as it used to be because Axolotl was changed. So previously Axolotl had infinite triggers, and Good Dog could give a ridiculous number of perks to your teammates. So basically Axolotl would 50-50 your whole team in 1 or 2 turns if you had the level 3 Good Dog. So you can see here we're just building up the bad dog. We've got to be careful we don't take the toy and lose the holy water. But what I also want to do in this game is have the Good Dog be silly. So if Good Dog is silly, it will be able to give perks to my team, but also the opposing team. And it actually triggers so many times that I think you can potentially give every single pet on both sides a different perk. Sometimes those can be really strong perks, like you can get peanut and coconut as well. But having the Raccoon means that if the opponent gets any good perks up front, then we can actually just steal them back. Now here, unfortunately, we lose because they had Lemon at the back there, but we are going to get the Good Dog now. And thankfully, the levels from the bad dog are retained, so it's a level 2.66, and then we just need one more to make it level 3. But more importantly, we need to find Silly, and we only have 1 heart left to do it. But we've also got Tabby Cat on our team, so we do get a bit of time here to try and get things sorted, because Tabby Cat still has unlimited triggers. So when every pet on the team gains perks from the Good Dog, which happens many, many times, I don't know the exact count, it will give a shed load of extra health, as you'll see here. So I think everything's going to go up to 50 health, or maybe just the Raccoon, but we did actually get Coconut there on the enemy team. Although I think it was, it was from Therizinosaurus, not from the Good Dog, because we don't have Silly yet. But yeah, it is kind of awkward when you're going for these teams that require Silly and you don't already have it saved from early in the game. So you get to the point where the whole food shop is unlocked, and then it becomes very difficult to find the canned ailment that's going to produce it. I don't think I had the spotted handfish in this pack. That would have possibly helped me. But we are going to find Silly. It's just how long do we have to wait for it to happen? So yeah, because we got level 3 Good Dog pretty quickly, we're going to be ahead of a lot of teams here. Even though we don't have huge attack, the massive health stats do make up for it. And so this one looks like it's going to be an easy win. We get Coconut again from the Good Dog. I'm not sure if you can get Coconut or Peanut from the Bad Dog Pandora's Box. That would actually be interesting to know. You could also run this as a team with a Good Dog and Bad Dog at the same time and have the Good Dog overwrite all of the negative ailments with perks on your own team. But I obviously wanted this to apply to the opposing team, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense to use Pandora's Box at all. So we'll just take Evil Book. It is very funny having the good dog and the bad dog side by side. Now, someone else did make a video about that ages ago with the two of them together. I think I'll try and dig that one up and link it in the description as well. I don't know who it was. But yeah, it is definitely fun having the two versions of the same pet side by side. So we look like we're outclassed here, I think, but once we get all the health from the tabby cat, it suddenly looks like a bit of an unfair fight. And obviously now we're going to be, because we're winning all these games, we're running out of time to find the silly. So yeah, we don't get it there. And we're just going to keep rolling, hoping that we get it. And here we go. So now we get level 3 silly good dog. And I think here I was hesitating because I was on 1 heart. So I was a little bit worried that buying the silly was going to cause me to lose the next battle. But I think, you know, on turn 16, we definitely could lose to quite a few different teams, but any team that has perks is going to get absolutely ruined by this. So yeah, this opposing team has no useful perks at all. Unfortunately, they've got Sardinian Current on the front unit. So even though we lose 2 pets, the stats on the Raccoon and the tabby cat are going to be good enough. Kind of a shame that it wasn't a team that had like melon or lemon or something. But fingers crossed for the final opponent. Unless we draw, it's going to be game over on this next turn no matter what. Yeah, there's no point freezing the axolotl here. We're never going to have enough gold to get it to level 3. Probably should have just rolled down there for waffle or something. But then look at this team on turn 17. They do rely heavily on perks, so we completely ruined their setup, but unfortunately they had eggplant. So they actually moved their Raccoon back, and all the perks are going to be gone by the time the Raccoon comes to the front. And so I think you can see why I would want to have 2 separate runs in this one. This actually is the Good Dog level 3 ribbon. I was kind of surprised I didn't have that one already. But yeah, now we're going to move on to this other run where I don't think we get level 3 Good Dog, but the Raccoon is definitely going to have a lot more to do. So another pet you can use in this combo is Sauropod, because it also activates when a perk is gained. And we'll just give the Raccoon a bit more stats there. The fact that it's the magic beans doesn't really matter. You just get an activation on Axolotl and 2 shop faces in a row. I actually face a sloth here. And yeah, we've also got the gingerbread on Axolotl so that we can buy stuff in the shop, but then also get the permanent scaling in battle as we get soloed by that hippo. But yeah, we had 5 hearts here, so we're okay to tank a bunch of lives. I think in this game what happened was I got the bad dog immediately on turn 7, and I already had silly frozen in shop. So you can just put the silly straight onto the bad dog and convert it into a good dog with the holy water, and it will retain the ailment. So yeah, this is a strong looking team with level 3 Tatzelworm and level 3 Slug, so they absolutely demolish us. But next turn we're going to get the good dog, and so the perk gain synergies should be in full force. So yeah, we'll probably go for level 2 bad dog first. And now we've got the level 2 good dog. And level 3 tabby cat is also very nice because it's going to help us stay alive, you know, kind of stabilize now that we've lost 2 turns in a row. And yeah, we're free to use blackberries whenever we want because the axolotl is going to reset its triggers with gingerbread. Now this opposing team doesn't really have any useful perks. They've got 1 melon, and actually the good dog misses the melon. So we are going to steal the 1 perk that went onto their side. I forgot what it was. I think it was going to be white ochre. But yeah, the raccoon was only level 1, so he didn't have enough steal triggers to be able to yoink the melon. But yeah, I'll go for the level up on Sauropod first, and luckily we get the raccoon level up too. That was a little bit greedy, but we know we've got a long way to go, so the sooner we get the maximum gold from the Sauropod, the better. And then here's a team that has some useful perks. although I don't think it really makes any difference because, yeah, the Raccoon uses its triggers on a pineapple there. And I think we're actually going to lose here. Yeah, that was super unfortunate. But now we can go for level 3 Axolotl. Although we do get the stat gain from the Tabby Cat, the fact that we don't have much in the way of attack is going to cause a problem once we get to the super late turns. It would be nice to get level 3 Good Dog as well, but I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, look at this team. They got triple coconut, so we immediately steal one. Unfortunately, though, their front unit was basically 50-50, so we didn't have enough stats to actually get the second steal away, and we lose again. So we've hemorrhaged lives from 5 hearts all the way down to 1, and yeah, kind of salty about it, so I rewatched this one. I basically just needed to feed the Raccoon a tiny bit more attack there, and we would have been okay, I think. Yeah, I guess the assumption is that you're going to get multiple boosts from the Axolotl on the Raccoon, but it doesn't work like that because as soon as you get the level 3 Bad Dog, as soon as you get the Good Dog, all the Axolotl triggers are going to get used up immediately. We actually have Radish here on the Tabby Cat as well. So the Raccoon stealing anything would only really come into play if somehow the Good Dog's ability was turned off. But here we face Trout Girl actually going for the achievement on the sea urchin, the baby sea urchin. Don't see anyone going for that very often. Now initially I thought the game was over here, but we actually survive. So that was quite lucky. I'm not sure what I'm looking for in the shop here. I guess just chocolate for the Good Dog. Or chocolate for the Raccoon. Yeah, because like I said, the Raccoon stealing isn't really going to do a whole lot in terms of the Axolotl. But yeah, here's an opposing team that has triple garlic in the back. We actually only give them 1 perk from the Good Dog, which is really strange. But I think we're going to be fine. Maybe we would have been in trouble there if they'd positioned differently. Having the polar bears at the front there was maybe a little bit suspect. It could have been that they were trying to draw. But yeah, I'm not bothering to go for the level 3 Raccoon here because I think I'm, even being incredibly optimistic, I think we'll be lucky if we get 2 steals. We do get the Raccoon in the shop, so if it is a tie... Oh no, we actually do need 2 more trophies, so we will get another chance to go for level 3. Now we do mess this team up a little bit, although we give Peanut to the 6-8 level 3 lizard here. I don't know why there's a 6-8 level 3 lizard on turn 19, but that is very scary, the fact that they had Peanut there. But luckily we have enough on the sauropod in the backline. And I think here I actually just take the level 3 Axolotl because it's nice and symmetrical having them all at level 3. I think it's pretty uncommon for me to have a full team of level 3s. And then, yeah, we'll just top off the Raccoon's attack with a Peach of Immortality. And it's a scaling team. It's actually Reindeer, which is perfect for the Raccoon. But the Reindeer will overwrite the perk that we gave it in the first place, which is kind of a shame. But ultimately the combo works. They do end up with the triple peanut butter at the back there, and we still get the victory. So yeah, I guess maybe the Good Dog overshadowed the Raccoon in this one, but let me know in the comments if there are any other Raccoon teams that you'd like to see.